Hello everybody, the One Christo here, talking to you about another deck. But this is not a deck guide. It's actually quite the opposite. It's exactly what not to do with Schirru. So I had been seeing a lot of streamers playing a Schirru Precision Strike deck, and I thought I'd get in on the action. Turns out it's a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. You've got the normal suspects in this deck. You've got Schirru, obviously, Isengrim Council to pull him at 5, Call of the Forest to pull him at 4. You got Ethne, Oak, Boar, Pavko. We threw Moraine in here to damage by 2, also gives us a lock, which is kind of fun. Brienne is able to also deal some damage if there's 2 Dryads on board. It gives her Zeal. Usual bronze package. Skirmishers are nice for some removal. Enchantress is great with the Hamadryad. So nothing crazy outside the box in this deck whatsoever. We ended up pulling out the second elf that was in the deck, whose name currently escapes me. It was actually Mylene. She is very useful, but bricks your council if you don't have her out of the deck. That means you can't pull Schirru. So we didn't do that. Made those modifications, and here is what we have. That being said, I will throw a link to the deck in the description. I don't actually think there's anything wrong with it, just the way I went ahead and played it. I played it a little too fast and didn't do the proper math. So take a look. This is round 3 of a game against Skillege where we went 1-1. I actually have last say due to winning a pretty easy round 1. So take a look, see what happens, and let me know what you think in the comments. So Fauve is great here, right? Because Fauve gets us Counsel, gets us Caress, gets us Rebuke if we need. What do we brick on? We only brick on Schirru. Yeah, I know. It's not really a commitment. I get it. I think Moraine stays. That's kind of not as good. But we kind of have to keep it. Maybe boosting Schirru would have been good as well. I think there's a lot of 5s. So Council into a 5. Let's try and keep our 5s out of it. Hey Charles, I'm back. I just had a strange match. I get a win against a player that forfeit in round 2 even after he won round 1. I played one similar earlier, Charles. We tied round 1. We went into round 2. He played like 3 cards and passed. I think so. I honestly don't know if, like, not fully committing that round wouldn't have been better. Though this is still garbage, right? In reality, it's not an engine, it's nothing. It's just that. And I think there's a really solid Schirru at 5. And there's a very solid Schirru at 5 out there. The challenge about not giving him Hemdall value is I also give up Oak value, right?
Dirty corpses? Nay, feed our foes to the crabs while they still live.
Yeah, totally. I'm keeping the lock for that. I'm keeping Fauve for now for Turgvi. Sorry, no, that has to be for Count. Well, he can pull up a 4, right? So maybe 4 is the way we go since Moraine is already bigger than that. So maybe we just Skirmisher the Cripple. No, he'll want to bring Harold back. Maybe we Skirmisher the Raider. I'm going to do this, and I will give me a second and I will tell you why.
Elven blasting.
I'm going to wait for sure. No, here's the thing. The problem is I can essentially clear his board. I don't want to because I don't want him to be able to bring Harold back again. Not that he has much out there, but... Oh, maybe now's the time. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I just leave Harold out and I kill the other two? If I call Schirru on 4, I hit 2. Is that right? More in for damage on one of them? Yeah, maybe. Just gives up the lock.
Manticore venom should do the trick.
I mean, we can almost fully clear his board. If he drops something like a greatsword, not that he would drop it naked, he'd probably go greatsword into Hemdall or something, but...
Die already? Or need I kill you again?
Oh yeah, we have last say, eh? 1, 2... 1, 2... No. 1, 2, 1, 2... What if we fauve into Brienne? Oh no, that's call. And council is kinda iffy at this point. Brienne would be perfect. I mean, otherwise we get vitality, right? What if we do it this way? Yeah, I think that works best, because then we double ping. One we have to throw away, but we get the other 2 on Harold, let's say. Oh, there's our Gremist.
Gods, not a moment's peace.
This is a really weird setup this dude has. Call for Bran next. Put as many as I can down. Is his last card Greatsword into Hemdall? It's the only thing that makes sense. We haven't seen a single greatsword yet. Hemdall first? Is it Hemdall and Wild Boar maybe?
The time has come.
Boar fucks me. No, Turgvi!
I love the smell of a burning village.
Oh, that fucked me a little bit, right? That ping?
Right-head Spale. Oh, how lovely.
Actually, that's fine, because I need to ping her once. Then I do 1, 2... Oh no, I didn't ping Schirru! Ah! 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 Ah!
Oh, man, look what I did. I'm all thumbs today.
Whoa, 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 let's go back and try this again. Alright, so what we should have done, we ping Schirru, he dies. We ping Grimmist, he dies. We ping Ethne to 3 so she doesn't die. We use the Sentinel on Harold so he does die. Those 4/4s, therefore, they die. Brienne we lose due to Rupture, unfortunately. That still leaves us with a total score of 18 to their 14. That being said, this deck does work, but play this deck the right way, not my way. I'll see you again in my next deck guide.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.